Hi, I'm Doris Jepson, and in this video segment I'm going to show you how to make changes to the PCA 3 pump. In preparation for viewing this segment, you should have already viewed the video or had instruction on showing how to set up the PCA 3 pump and how to initiate a PCA pump. First, we're going to talk about making changes to the RX, the prescribed order on the pump. Before starting, you're going to want to wash your hands and gather the equipment that you need. You will need the PCA key, and you will need the PCA record for your patient. You'll also want to get the help of a second licensed nurse because you will be making changes with the door of the pump open. You want to verify the physician's order for the changes to the prescription. Now, the change could be to the dose, to the lockout interval. The physician may have ordered a continuous rate. It may be to the mode, to the 4-hour limit. If the order is to change to a new drug, then you're going to have to get out not only the new drug, but a new set of tubing to go with it. You want to remember to follow the 5 rights principle of administering medications, and you want to inform the patient about what you're doing. Now we're going to open the pump door. And as you remember, this is the screen that's going to change and show you your options. We have our soft keys over to the side and down here, and then we have additional choices down here that you'll need as indicated by the directions. Currently, we are paused, and we can choose from reviewing the prescription, changing the prescription, clearing the shift total, and loading dose. Let's go ahead and change our prescription. It allows you to select the setting that you would like to change. You can change your PCA dose, your lockout interval, your continuous rate. You can press this soft key for more options. You can change your mode. You can change your dose limit. So let's go ahead and talk about changing our PCA dose. When you press that soft key, it automatically shows you what is ordered currently. And let's say the physician has ordered to change that to 3 milligrams. We're going to press this 3 soft key, turn it to the number 3, and hit enter. Next, let's change our lockout interval. Currently, our lockout interval is 10 minutes. Let's say the physician said to change it to 8 minutes. We'll press the 8, change it to 8, and press enter. The continuous rate, if you're in the continuous mode also, we would press that key. You can see we're at 1 milligram an hour. If the physician wanted that change, then we would select whatever he ordered. Let's say he selected 2 milligrams an hour. We can hit our next key. We could change our mode if we wanted to. There are 3 modes available on the PCA. You can have PCA only, in which the patient gives themselves a bolus dose intermittently. You can have a continuous dose, where you have a continuous infusion going, or you can have a combination of the 2, and that's the one that's flashing right now. So we're not going to change that, so we'll just go back to the previous screen. And then we have the dose limit. If the physician orders a dose limit, you can enter it here. Let's say the physician ordered a 4-hour limit of 45 milligrams. First, you would hit the soft key that says yes. Then it would allow you to choose the amount that you want. There's 45. We'll hit enter. Now that we've reset everything that the physician has ordered, we want to save and exit. The main screen comes back up, and we can confirm that this is indeed morphine, 5 milligrams per milliliter, in a PCA plus continuous infusion. Our PCA dose is 3 milligrams with a lockout of 8 minutes. Our continuous rate is 2 milligrams per hour, and we have a 4-hour limit of 45 milligrams. If that is correct, then we press confirm. The instructions now tell you to close and lock the door and then press the start button to begin. And it reminds you to press that start button again. So we'll come down to the bottom where the start pause button is and press that. And so now we've made the changes that we wanted to make based on the physician's orders. All of this needs to be confirmed with the second nurse, and the PCA record filled out, and 2 signatures are required on it, and you'll wash your hands when you're done. Next, we're going to talk about administering a supplemental loading dose. To do that, you simply unlock the door, choose loading dose, select the amount that you would like to administer, and we'll say the physician has ordered 2 milligrams. It says 2, we'll press enter. The instructions now tell you to press the start button to infuse the loading dose. The start button is down here at the bottom of the pump, so we'll press start. And you can go ahead and continue on with what you're doing while it infuses the dose. So we're going to close the door, and you can see it scrolling in. When it's complete, it tells you that the loading dose is complete, and then it tells you that you must press the start button to resume, and that's because it's in a continuous mode. If this was PCA only, you would just automatically go on. It wouldn't need to have the start button repressed. So let me press the start button, and now we'll go back with our continuous mode that was ordered. Another thing that you'll want to be able to do at the end of your shift is to clear the shift totals on the PCA pump. You'll need a second nurse and the PCA key and the patient record. You'll want to record your dose history before you clear the pump. So you'll come down to the bottom key here where it says history and press that. We want to go through or scroll through the history, so we'll press the button again. All of these values that we've read off of here just recently, we will read again, and we'll put them on the PCA record, the PCA dose, the lockout, the continuous rate, and the 4-hour limit. We'll press the history button again. It tells us that we gave a loading dose of 2 milligrams and that a total of 29.2 milligrams have been delivered. And that number will match the number in red up at the top of the pump. We'll press the history button again. It gives you totals for the last hour. Press it again. It'll tell you the last 24 hours. In the last 24 hours, we have had 6 doses completed. We have had 5 denials. Denial meaning that the patient pushed the PCA button but was within the lockout interval and so did not receive a dose. It tells you the rest of your information that you need to fill out on your sheet, your PCA record, and then you're ready to go ahead and clear your history. To clear the history, you will have to open the door. One of the choices it allows you is to clear the history, so we'll choose that soft key. Clear the shift totals, yes or no, and we'll choose yes. You'll notice this number went to 0, so everything has been cleared. We can review our prescription if we want, or we can just go ahead and shut the door. Again, we're in continuous mode, so we'll need to press start to resume the continuous mode. And that's how you clear the history on the PCA pump. Again, you'll need 2 signatures on your PCA record in order to finish that procedure.